Happy birthday, son. Again and again and again.
Thank you. Wow. What's up?
I'm feeling better.
You sound better.
The head is straightening out. I guess the pills is finally working.
Okay. All right.
Val, she taking pills.
Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 20th.
Vertigo.
Hey, Mema. We about to get started. Want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. It's October 20th, 2020. Dear most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you, God, for another opportunity of prayer. We thank you, God, for this gathering. We thank you, God, for this fellowship of family and love. We ask you, God, that you be with us, oh God. We ask you also, God, that you just be with those and comfort those that have lost loved ones this week, and prove yourself to them as a comforter and a keeper. In Jesus' precious name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So we go tonight. We're gonna keep it light as usual. Different. We ain't going that heavy tonight. We're gonna kind of be talking about voting, making sure people can get out there and vote. And I kind of wanted to do this birthday edition with my big bro to show some love. He thought we were just gonna be on here talking about some sports and all that did. But I kind of set him up. I got the whole gang going with us. So, I kind of want to do the love thing because Sunday was both our born days. Happy born day again, big bro. I got the junior say out for you on tonight.
Okay. All right.
So
hey, you don't want to be too associated with your number right now ain't too good.
Yeah, right. That's a whole other thing. But Bob Gibson, rest in peace, Bob Gibson. I say
okay, there you go.
45 too.
Well, MJ on the comeback.
Man, listen, we'll talk about that off here.
Okay, all right.
But when I woke up Thursday morning, actually Sunday morning to celebrate my birthday, the first thing I seen on my phone was that one of my teammates from high school, he passed away Saturday night, Sunday morning. So, rest in peace, Omar. We love you, man. We miss you. We're gonna miss you. Thank you for who you were in my life, and just being a big bro at that particular time, man. Calvina and the rest of the family, that we praying for you guys. You guys in our prayer and our thoughts are with you. Anything you need, just reach out. I know that I love you, girl. Last week, in order to do this show, I did the little obituary that threw everybody off. But I was I was on call, so being outside, it kind of threw me off because I wasn't aware of my surroundings, so I wasn't focused. But I did omit my peoples in Little Rock, Renee, Monique, Kia, the biggest Biggie Smalls fan ever, my man Gabe, all my Home Depot people, rest in peace to my man Ray, Leonard, DeMadre, Travis, Bridget, Rebecca, all you guys. Don't like I said, it wasn't that I forgot you guys. I just omitted it from the show, so I wanted to give you guys your love tonight. And with that being said, we just gonna jump into it. Like we said, we celebrated our birthdays, and we got Joey, whose birthday is coming up. So
Mike too, right?
She's gonna be on later. Mike coming up. Like we October deep. Faith just had hers tonight. Happy belated again, Faith.
Mommy's is Sunday.
Yeah, so me in the building. Happy early birthday.
You don't know when your mother's birthday?
It's Sunday.
Monday. Boom.
Look.
Monday.
Look. I'm not gonna expose my mother on the internet. So let's just leave it at whatever day she said it is.
Okay. Maybe you said you expect them to give both days, huh? Sunday and Monday.
Hey, listen, there's a story behind that. So don't laugh. There's a story behind it. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
Okay. For 65 years, Daisy Moose told me that I was born October 25th. So for 65 years, I celebrated October 25th.
My grandmother is always right.
All right. When I went down to collect Social Security, they told me they couldn't find me. I said, well, I'm sitting right here in front of you. And she searched and she said, oh, you wasn't born on the 25th. You was born on the 26th. So that's why I got both days.
See, the true story is, how it was back then. She was born in the 40s. Yo, that they registered her birth the next day. That's what it was. She was born on the 25th.
I was born at home.
You know, that was just back in the day down south. You know, probably had a midwife or something.
Yeah, had the midwife.
Her birthday's the 25th.
Thank you.
All right, keep it moving. Next subject.
All right, so with that, like I said, so we got that birthday story. Tonight's guest is Faith. We got the incomparable Sherry, who's hiding from us at the time, but Lamar working on that. Then we got the people's Val and Ed, and of course the one and only Mema. The reason that the other two guests are here tonight, you know what I'm saying? Mema, Barbara, we know him as Mema. So y'all know as Mema, you know. So I thank y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wish I could have had the picture ready with you two guys. I was thinking about that picture with Ev and Mar sitting on the stairs in front of 801.
Yo, I just looked at that picture the other day.
I think it might be on my page.
Yeah, that's a classic throwback.
That's the one with the sweaters and Ev looking like Eddie Murphy.
And what made it so good was that's where Eddie was Eddie.
Yeah,
he was looking like Eddie in his prime.
Definitely.
All right, so Ev, you want to start it off? You know Omar the longest.
I think his mama know him the longest.
I'm saying out of the friends, because we're gonna say the best for last. You know, mom dudes get the last. You know.
What is this? What you like roasting me or something, yo?
It ain't a roast. It ain't a roast. I wouldn't even set you up like that. We're gonna do the roast next year, but the roast we're gonna have time to do it up right.
All right.
I'm kind of off topic tonight, so I need somebody to go first, and then I'll go second.
All right, what you got, Val? Why he thinking?
Let's see. Lamar goes. Well, God, we weren't even born yet before our relationships were come together. Our parents, of course, grew up together. So I guess we were kind of in heaven waiting to come out. But as far back as I can remember, Lamar has always been a beautiful soul. All jokes aside, all teasing aside, he's always been a real brother. He's always been a big brother, a protector. He's always been kind, and always had a vision where he was going to go and always got there. It's like we were young, dating, me and Ev, and then all of a sudden, everybody grew up and Lamar was doing what he got to do. And even though we didn't see him at church every Sunday.
Yo, I'll cash app you that money for that good word. I appreciate
it. Whenever we reached out to Lamar for anything, and especially to you and Booby both, you know, I appreciate you guys more than I could say when Uncle Jimmy just decided he was going to take off and leave us all here with Corona and go to heaven. You guys, well, even before then, when you guys showed up, it was just so strategically planned by God and how you guys walked in the perfect will of God to be there. And we reached out to others and some said, oh, I'll try whatever. But you guys always come through. And Lamar was, I don't care if he was living in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Georgia, he gonna be there. And I'm like, Mar, did you drive up? Yep. Do you know you live in Georgia? Yep. He gonna be there. And that was just a little bit of who Lamar not was, who he is. And always looking out for family. My catch me ladies room. You know your brother bought me stuff for my birthday. She just bragging. He bought me a new TV. I was like, girl, you better work that TV, enjoy that TV. I am. She just bragging on her son because he loves her authentically. And it's just beautiful because you have always been consistent, even with your nephew. You know, Faith is a mom 100%, but you step right in there and be Uncle Dad. That he can always know you're there for him. Those are things that we don't always say we see, but we see. And we salute you for that.
That darn Maya, Lord Jesus, if she don't sing the praises of Uncle Mar, Maya, we all know is an old soul, and she don't miss nothing, and she loves you and she appreciates you for who you are. So we salute you on your birthday. You've always been consistent for us. You've always been loving and kind, and you've always been a supportive big brother. And I love you.
Thank you, sis. I love you too.
Okay.
Me more than him. I'm sorry.
Me and Lamar go back to a club that we made up called, remember, the Ooglop Club. See, Marvin was too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
So
too young.
me, Michael, Kevin, somebody else.
I think was Kurt too.
Kurt, no, it wasn't Kurt. It was somebody else. But anyway, we bonded together, throwing each other. We had this little mini pool, and somehow or another mud got in the mini pool, and we just started dumping each other in the mini pool and whatnot. That was the day the brotherhood began.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been the LeBaron, the Grand Dam with the Gomar plates on it.
Oh my gosh, the LeBaron. Oh my gosh. Son, the LeBaron broke down on me the first day I had that joint. I was out on a date. I won't say with who, but the car broke. Y'all know her, of course. The car broke down, and I had to call somebody to come. Brother Abraham, he came and helped me out.
Wow.
That car. Remember, we got stopped by cops and we threw our Bibles on the dashboard.
Oh yeah. That was in my grandmother's car. Yup.
Was already on the dashboard.
Yeah, but we pulled them out, started acting like we was reading them and all kind of stuff. Dude still gave me a ticket. He ain't care. Old devil.
Yeah, it was right behind the PSG on Harrison.
What they ticketing you for? Speeding?
No.
Running a stop sign.
Gotcha.
Said I ran a stop sign.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ever since
By the word ain't help you out that time, huh?
Nah.
I can't remember a day that Lamar has not been there for me, taking care of me, making sure that I'm okay, giving me, as far as brotherhood, things to look for in the future and whatnot. I really don't believe that I would be as settled and as the way I am with her and my lifestyle if it wasn't for having a big brother to look at and say, okay, that's what I should do. And I just want to say I love you and thank you.
Hey man, I love you too, bro. You know I'm always here for you. Through thick and thin, I got your back.
Yeah.
Sherry, did we lose you?
You know she's somewhere getting dialed up.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead, Faith?
She put in the
Oh, I get to talk?
Yeah.
My big brother. Stories? You want stories?
Hey now. I got a reputation. We got to keep that reputation up now.
Gotta keep it up. My brother is my brother. He's always been there for me. No matter what. We didn't always get along. We, like brother and sister, we fight. Didn't like physically fight. But, we argued and stuff like that. He took whoopings for me because I would not stand up for nothing.
What?
I was like, it ain't me. It wasn't me.
She was Eddie before Eddie came out with it. Wasn't me.
But he took those whoopings for me, but I had his back outside the house.
Yeah, because I wasn't no street fighter.
He wasn't the street fighter, but if they bothered my brother, they had to answer to me. And I didn't care, was it a guy? A female got out of line. He called me, and I'll never forget that day when I moved to Georgia and the female got out of line. He called me, and it usually takes me about 15 minutes to get to his house. I think I got there in 5. I was on that girl bumper. She had enough room in the front of her to jump in her car and go around to get out.
Yeah. Thank you for that too. Appreciate it.
So, I mean, that's my brother. My kids, oh, they love their Uncle Mar. They love their Uncle Mar. Uncle Mar, long as they did what they supposed to do school-wise, they know Uncle Mar was always there for them. And even now, my grandkid, Uncle Mar, everything is Uncle Mar. Cause we talk to Uncle Mar. I'm like, Uncle Mar. So, you know, I appreciate my brother. He's always been there. He's a good brother. You know, sometimes I be wanting something at the house, like a peach cobbler, and I would ask my mother, could you make me a peach cobbler? She wouldn't make it. I call my brother, say, could you call your mother and have her make me a peach cobbler? And she would. I got my daughter here, you know, modeling. Michaela's over here modeling, who I named, you know, some of you know my brother doesn't have biological kids, but Michaela was named after him. Her middle name is Marnay, and it was after my brother, you know, because he don't have no kids, and you know, and Amaya, my granddaughter, middle name is Denise, and because my oldest daughter said, well, we got to put up somewhere with Uncle Mar, so his name is Dennis, so she named him Denise. So he's real close. I can tell you stories. The first time he popped my oldest daughter in church, and she looked at him, and she hollered. He ain't know what to do. He didn't know what to do because he never hit her before, but she was showing out. So he popped her in church, and that girl hollered, and he was done. I don't even think he ever hit her again after that. I don't know, because he couldn't stand to see her cry.
He didn't
But-
have to hit her. The words she said. was
But
stand
that's
down.
Uncle Mar. But he's firm though. Even though he may give them stuff, or he was always firm with them to do
That's
what
why
you're
y'all.
supposed to do.
Hey, is that why y'all were calling me Massa when y'all was down in Georgia?
I didn't call you Massa. That was RJ and Sharonda, but mainly Sharonda. Because Sharonda, when I had Michaela, Sharonda said she had to sleep in my room because Uncle Mark turned the TV off in the room when she had to go to school that day. And she know I'm gonna watch TV. So she used to come sleep in my room with Michaela. So she could watch TV. She thought she was slick, but that's what she did because Uncle Mark said the TV had to go off. So I guess when I was in the hospital, he turned the TV off on her too much. But they love their Uncle Mar, and unfortunately, RJ was getting on, and he give his apologies. But you know, a friend of his is at the hospital, was in an accident, and they may pull the plug because he's brain dead.
Oh my God.
So, you know, I don't know I don't know this person.
I
Just
saw
keep the
it.
family in prayer.
I saw
Definitely.
it.
Okay.
This is why he's not on, because he was gonna get
Dang.
on, but he's a little messed up right now.
Yeah.
But
Understood.
he
Maybe
said he
I'll
loved
give him a
you.
call maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said he loved you. He said this is
Matter
why
of
he
fact, I'm gonna hit him
can't
right
get on.
now. Okay.
And Sharonda's at work.
Yep.
Appreciate
And
it.
And-
princess, your princess namesake is got some new clothes today, and she playing Miss Model. So I guess maybe she gonna come on eventually.
Okay.
But you know I love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Don't have me over here tearing up.
Of course.
Man.
Like I said, I'm gonna let Mema bring it in the rear since Sherry getting ready
Sherry
live.
got you.
Yeah, she got us on mute.
Why is
So-
she on mute?
She at
When
work.
she
Well,
not, oh, she at work.
No. Her hair wasn't
Her
done.
hair, excuse me, her hair's not done.
Put on a
So she was
Oh,
going
I
to
was like, y'all gonna put on blast.
she was going to put a
Her
hat
hair
on.
isn't done.
She told us. She said it. Am I putting her on blast?
Nah, she ain't telling viewers though. They ain't know why she ain't on.
No, now.
But my cousin, she's still fine. She can watch when she come on how she be looking.
She put on makeup and all kinds of stuff.
She was still working though.
Yeah, she said she working though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let her handle her business then.
Yeah, so with like I said, all y'all on here is special to me. I mean, we family. I love all you guys. You know, I got special memories with everybody. You know, from Mema, you taking me in as a son, not having to, just did. And I come up to visit. Excuse me, I ain't no waiting out the church to come speak. You better come speak to me now. You know, just like my bad, no disrespect. I was just trying to follow protocol out. You know what I mean? But you know, just always loving on me for no reason, and I always appreciated that. Faith, you know, you probably was one of my first crushes. Girl in Elizabeth, in the Elizabeth cheerleader outfit. I still remember the babysitting days. I remember when you babysat me. Like I was in heaven. Like I got Faith babysitting me. Like whatever you doing, mommy, you keep on doing it.
That's when
I want to spend all my time with Faith, you know. And then Val, I always appreciate you because you guys let me be the first in my first real wedding. I would never forget that. Y'all was like my first real wedding. Where I ain't had to be the ring bearer or just, you know, the little kid. I got to be actually one of the dudes. Even though technically I wasn't old enough, y'all just extended that love to me and I always appreciated it. You know, I can't never tell you how much that's like one of my favorite memories. You know, every time I see you, and I'll hit it with the I know somehow. I know somehow. And sung that day. Yeah, it's like, you know,
This dude don't forget nothing, man. I'm telling you.
Like that we. I know y'all got the video somewhere. We gonna have to. Matter of fact, we gonna have to check it out when the next cookout we had together, man.
Yeah, right.
But you know, it was love, and then just on that personal level, man. I always remember. I vividly remember when I first started playing the drum, and it happened by circumstance. I was down here in North Carolina with Uncle Jimmy when I was 10 years old. We was down here at Pastor Beasley's church, and both of his sons played. And I had to, you know, back then it wasn't no hotels and all that. Did you stayed at the houses of the folk at the church, you know? And I stayed with Pastor Beasley, and both of his sons played. So that Friday night at service, me and Bishop, I think we was down there Friday, Saturday, coming back Sunday, and no, it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and the boys was like, well, we play. You know how to play the drums? No, I ain't never played it, but I like music. Well, get on and play. And I mean, I only think I keep a straight beat or nothing. And from that day on, when we got back to Jersey, I remember it was one Sunday night. It was a Sunday night service, one of the 7:30 services. And Bishop, you know how he did. It's like everybody, all eyes on him. So no matter how many people in the sanctuary, you know if he's talking to you, and you know how to read those lips to know exactly what he's saying.
That's right.
I think Brother Gibson was up praying at the time. He just looked at me, get on over there. And I'm sitting here like, huh? And you was on the organ, and Howard was on the piano. And I always remember it because as I stepped out my seat to come, Howard was looking like, you know, giving me that nod off. And Bishop looked at him, and Bishop gave him that look. And you was like, come on. And y'all rock with me that first night. And I think that very next weekend, we had to learn the very first song that I played, you know, I got to be the main drummer, was He's Worthy. And you took me up, you came and got me that Saturday morning, and we went up there to the church, and I mean, you dug it. You would not let me leave. We was not leaving until I got it. I had to play it just like the record. But you was never, come on, man. Like, you was so patient with me, man. And I never forgot that. You know what I mean? I truly appreciate it. And then just the little tricks and stuff that you would show me. You know, I trips to Rondo, and, you know, us hitting up Sam Lash together and all that did. You know, the good old days. You know, we was from North, but we were at the same time, we wasn't ashamed to be church boys. You know what I mean? And you helped me with that, because during my era, it was like, without Jesus' coming, I don't know where I would be. because I honestly say I never understood coming up in Newark how I realized how bad Newark was, so to speak, but being totally obliviated because all my time was spent at church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I tell people we come from the era where back in the day, and you could attest that because you was a musician. But we had Sunday morning service. Then we had to drive, go to Burger King across the street, drive all the way to New York for a midday service, and
Stop.
come back on Sunday night. And that was just Sunday. Then we had Tuesday night Bible study. We had to have musician rehearsal. We had choir rehearsal. Friday night evangelistic service. So it's like every day you had church. Not to mention I started working at the church. So you helped me be comfortable with that. There's as far as just accepting that, and I'm saying, this ain't something to be ashamed of. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that for you, man. I love you for that. When it comes to Mar, you definitely one of a kind because it's like it's the same like I said about me. Like you took me in when you ain't have to. Like for what? That 10-year difference. All right, what you hanging out? What you pick? Like what 21-year-old gonna be picking up an 11-year-old to hang out with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to ponder like why is he doing this? You know what I mean? Not knowing, like Val hit on it earlier. It's funny how God he has a way of working things out. It ain't about your timing. It ain't about our timing. It's about His timing. You know what I mean? All things work together for the good, and timing is a part of that sometimes, and like I said, you would pick me up. Hey man, we're gonna go to the movies. Let's go bowling. Just come to the crib. I can remember when you first moved to East Orange. Give me a crib to the crib. Give me a key to the apartment. I'm like, wow, like yo, my brother, he gave me a key. Like, oh my goodness, it's like major.
Almost
Yeah.
had to strangle you behind it too.
I remember we ain't gonna go to that story. We ain't gonna go to that story.
I gave this dude a key so in case something happened, if I needed an emergency or needed, something, somebody will have an extra key. And this joker took it to the next level. I would have done the same thing if I was your age.
Dude, that's why I never feel too bad because I do it 100%.
I'd have done the same thing.
I know
I'd have done what you was doing, so I couldn't be too mad.
Let's say I was there when I sent the business.
Just stay out of my room. That's all I said.
And you know me, that wasn't no problem. I get it in where I fit in. But anyway, I digress. But like I say, man, then just everything, man, from the talks, man. And then, we talked about it on other show when not when we fell out, but that's when you showed me, like, first of all, you never been a Bible toter. You never been, what I'm saying, a deacon. You ain't never been head of the usher board, none of that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you demonstrated agape love. You know what I mean? Everybody in my circle know one thing that I always say is I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't mess with you, you gonna know why I don't mess with you. You know what I mean? If I mess with you, I'm gonna tell you why I mess with you. You know what I mean? But I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that you did with not just loving me. You showed me that agape love, because when I felt some kind of way over the words that we had, dude, you never stopped loving me. You still call me and text me every so often. Boy, I'm just calling to check on you, make sure you're safe. Even if I don't respond, like, it never was a gap where you didn't keep on extending that olive branch and showing you was like, dude, you was always there, man. And I can never tell you how much that mean to me, man. Like, and the one thing that it taught me was, if anything else, try to be that for somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it can be done. It ain't always about being blood relatives or whatever else case may be. But when you see something with somebody and you really rock with them, show them that you rock with them. You good with them through the bad times, the good times, and that's what you did. When I was in Texas with that whole situation, hey, you got to man up. You got to do what you got to do. The big bro still love you. I'm here for you. When we get back, we gonna chop it up. It wasn't no, man, this knucklehead he chose to go over there. So while he over there, I'm gonna let him be over there and I'm gonna cut him off. It was never none of that, man. And I truly appreciate that for you, because let's keep it real. I tell people all the time, even though I grew up in church, I learned how to love from the streets. without the few examples of you guys, you know what I mean? But we didn't see that. We didn't see that what I consider genuine love in church. You know what I mean? You know, brother come get saved, disappear after 3 or 4 months. I knew he was gonna fall off. We ain't going out there to check up on this brother and all that did. Where street jokers like, yo, this joker been missing for a minute.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with Marv? Where Marv at? You know what I mean? Hey, he good?
Yeah.
Like they showed me that day, and it's like I thought we were supposed to learn this from the church. So that was like a whole nother aspect in my life that I had to learn. And it was like, you know what? At the end of the day, church is church. You know what I mean? And at the day, what is church? Church is full of people. And no matter what people do, it should never ever affect your relationship with God. Because that's at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, is that you got a relationship with him, not necessarily to be people. Because people are going to be people. I get so tired of people looking at these churches like, man, they so full of phonies. That's why I can't do this. Well, first of all, they in church because they not together.
They only human.
You know, church ain't nothing but a spiritual hospital. I've never seen somebody in perfectly good health go check. I say, I'm feeling good today, so I'm going to go to the hospital to get a checkup. Nah, you go to the hospital when something wrong with you. You know what I mean? And that's what church is for. So, like, I don't even mean to get on to that, but dude, I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you, give you your roses while I can. You know what I'm saying? Because like life is too short, bro. Like I said, I just lost another friend recently, like, and it's still in shock. No bad health, no COVID, no nothing. It's just people are dying, man. So it's important for us to let each other know how we feel about each other, that we love you while we can. Like, I don't want to hear nothing out of my funeral that I can't hear. You know what I'm saying? Let me know why you mess with me or why you don't while I can. You know what I mean? And that's why I love you, bro. Nothing ever gonna change that. I cherish and I treasure the fact that we share the same born day, and know that, man. Listen, you know, told me how proud you was of me and all that did, but man, all I want to do is continue to make you proud of me, and say, you know, I want you to always know when, no matter what I do, what success I've had, my ups, my downs, you play a big part in all of it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you always being there, and know that I love you, bro.
Love you too, man. I love you too, bro. And I'm proud of you. I tell you all the time, I'm proud of you, proud of the man that you grew into. I love what you're doing with your platform. You know, you always been real, and that's one thing I love and appreciate about you. You know, when you know how to you know how to you didn't. I want to say you didn't act like a little kid all the time, you know, when we were together. So, you know, it takes some maturity, you know, you mature as you go, but you were, you know, you didn't act like a bratty little kid or anything. So I didn't have a problem, you know, with you hanging around or trying to take you under my wing and really just to be a big brother to you. I wasn't trying to son you or anything like that. It was just a thing of just being a big brother, you know, and just trying to help you along. That's all. I never wanted, you know, never asked you for anything. Just look, just whatever you know, really the whole thing is like, if you're gonna hang, you know, and you're gonna roll, you know, just don't go back talking about everything you see and everything you
We definitely learned this question.
And that was really the main thing, man. But again, I don't want to make it sound like I had you off doing a whole lot of crazy stuff too, because it was never anything like that. Because I was only going so far because, you know, I wasn't trying to get in trouble or ruin any of my life plans. So you know, so it was all good, man. And I appreciate the fact that your parents even trusted me with you, or you with me. How, you know, it meant a lot to me one time when your mom said that I was the only one that she would let you roll with, because she knew, I guess because I would get you home on time, and that was, you know, that was a lot. You know, she wanted you home at a certain time. It's like, all right, Marv, we got to roll, we got to go, let's get you home. So, you know, so you don't get into trouble there, and so you'll be able to come out and do some things again. So,
and dude, that's valuable. That's valuable, because I've seen friendships. I have friendships where it's like, dude, if we ride together and I got a situation that just jumped off and it's looking kind of smooth, hey, you got to take that L tonight. You know what I mean? You got to miss curfew, because I'm not about to pass this up. You feel me? Dude, you never did that, not once. You never did that, not once. Like, if we got to get in, hey, look, Mom Dude's she said you got to be in. And that was the cool thing, because it got to the point where, like, as long as I was with you, I ain't had no curfew. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many times I lied to say, well, I'm with Lamar because I knew I ain't had no curfew. I had nothing to worry about because you had that, you earned that respect though. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm with Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So man, but I appreciate that, man. You know, just little things, man. Like I said, you showed me how to do it better than you told me how to do it. And like you say, you said it, but I could confirm it. I've never ever felt sunned by you. Never ever. You know what I mean? It ain't never been that Kyrie LeBron type situation. You know what I mean? Like it's always been big bro trying to help little bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you what you want to, how to do things, but this how you might want to move. Or this might be how I would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can do what you want to do, but just let me give you an alternative. You know what I mean? Yep. And I thank you for that. You know, and one of the things I wear my hat on is, that's one thing. I'm glad you said it because everybody tell me that, and it's not bragging on myself, but people tell me all the time, I've never met anybody more real than you. And dude, all that comes from a melting pot of you, Ed, Kev, Kurt, you know what I mean, Mike. Like, just watching all you guys be comfortable in your own skin and say, you know what? Like, dude, I ain't got to be the biggest dude on the block. I can pull any girl I want to. Like, my game is my, you know what I mean? It ain't about how much money I got. It ain't about, it was just like, just little things. It's like, okay, and if they could do it, then I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and then I can't, like you said, I couldn't be the weak one. Well, nah, man, I ain't had time to be timid around you guys. So I appreciate that for you because a lot of the realness that I got, it came from you. You know what I'm saying? You instilled that in me, man. And I can never thank you enough for that, being that's something that I wear my hat on being known for. But know that was a big part of you, man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, so we're gonna let the royalty speak now. Mema, you have the floor. You can say whatever you like, man.
Oh my gosh.
He's in trouble.
What is that? Oh my gosh. What was that?
Buckle up.
What can I say? I feel honored. I feel blessed that God gave me and made you mine and made me your mother. You have been a blessing to me ever since the day that you were born. I can remember that day as if it was yesterday. It was so important to me that you come into this world and grow up to be a man of your own standing. And you did that through many dangerous toils and snares we came through, but you were always there and you always stood behind your mom. No matter what went down or who was there to try to disturb it, that's my mom. And you were always there. And I always said, that's my son. Don't mess with him. That's my form. That's a special gift that God gave me. Due to the circumstances, you were a special gift to me. And as you grew into your own, I knew that you had the love inside of you that I had tried to instill in you when you were in Georgia. And I don't know whether you remember, but I remember that you went, I think it was Valentine's Day, you were at a store getting flowers and the newscaster came to you and wanted to know about the flowers. And you said, my mom taught me on live television. You said, my mom taught me love. And I remember that even now if I get down sometime, which I do, I remember that I have a son that loves me and I love him. And we have come a long way. And you've always been there for me. And you will always be there for me. I know that. I know if there's anything, and the Lord, I always wanted a house full of children. I always wanted that as I was coming up. But my grandmother said to me, you love children. You're not going to have a lot of children naturally, but you're going to have a lot around you. And Marv, that's where you came in. You, Kevin, y'all came in, and just like y'all, I had birthed you in the world. Have been right here for y'all all along. I remember when Lamar and Kev went and got their first tattoo. And they came to the house, and he got bumped. That was Lou.
I think it was Lou.
No,
you talking about the nipple piercing.
yes, that's what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And it got
Yo,
bumped.
Marv, when the screen went black, yo, what happened?
No, I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
I remember that. And I know Marvin. I
I don't have it anymore, but yeah.
But
Yeah,
Kevin, he was saying like, is it all right, Mema? Is it all right? I said, y'all all right. If that's what please you, if you can deal with that.
That was in my freaky days.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I just said nicely.
I'm gonna be real. I keep it real.
That's what he said to him.
That's what he said.
And that's exactly why it was a duo, not a trio.
Yeah. But you know,
All right.
the Lord knew what he was doing when he put you in my life and put you in my life and put me in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
We are, it's a bond that's unbelievable. A lot of parents don't have that, but I can feel when something's wrong with him, when something is not, like he called when I called him the other day to wish him happy birthday, he knew by the tone of my voice that something was wrong. That's how close we are. He knew by the tone of, and he said, what's the matter? So I said, well, I'm suffering with vertigo, and they had gave me this medicine to take. And finally today, I feel better than I have in over a week. But he knew just by the tone of my voice that something was wrong. That's how close we are. We are two people in one pod that stay together forever. And I love him. I love him more than he'll ever know. And Marv, you're in that too, because I love you, even though I didn't birth you.
Okay.
You're still mine. All right? You're still
And
mine.
I love you too. I love you too. I appreciate you.
Yes. I mean, you know, like Grandma said, you're not going to have a lot, but you will be a lot around you. And the Lord gave me the three of y'all, you, Lamar, and Kevin, and Everett. He's just, you know, me and his mama fight about him all the time. She talking about, he's yours, take him. I said, all right, that's all right, I got him. And I remember the day that y'all got married, Val. I remember that day, exactly. And I said to him, I pulled him to the side, I said, are you sure you want to do this? I said, I'll put you in the car and we'll leave.
I said the same thing.
I said, are you sure that's what you want to do? And he said, yeah. I said, all right then.
Well, that's what you know, Ev, you're right, I did, but and the reason I did it, I think it had nothing to do with, you know, Val or anything, but it's just, I just think as true friends and true guys, marriage is such a big step.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, yo, somebody need to ask you before you do it. You know, you sure this what you want to do? So, you know, that's all that was.
But hey, listen, Val gonna attach herself to my hip and she ain't going nowhere. You hear that, Val?
Right,
you gonna attach yourself to my hip and you ain't going nowhere.
My godmother asked me the same thing. I was upstairs and late. She said, you want this? I said, huh? She said, I don't care how much money we spent. If you don't want to do this now, I don't care how full those churches. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, no, I really want to do this.
Yeah, you just, it's just right. Somebody has to ask that question. You know, you have people around.
It won't last.
And
Yeah,
then
people
Peaches
around you
took
don't
me
ask
by
that
the hand.
question.
Right.
Peaches
Yeah.
took me by the hand and dragged me right down to the front. She said, "You come here and sit here right by me and watch him do this here so that you'll know it's all right." I said, "Okay. I
Yeah.
just got to make sure and look out for my guys. I got to look out for my guys." But he stuck by his Lamar. He stuck by his sister, and whenever she needed him, he was right there for her. And when she had to get out there and fight for him, because I'll never forget one little fight that he had. And I mean, I was so mad with him. I was saying, Lamar, the boy just beat him up. And I'm saying, Lamar, hit him back. Hit him back. And Lamar just. I said, Lord.
Dang, Ma, come on now.
Well, that's what you did. You
Well,
wouldn't
that's all right.
fight
It's all good. It's
back.
all
You
good.
wouldn't fight right
That was
there.
a long
in
time
front-
ago.
43. That's what we.
32.
Oh, 32.
That was a long time. Long time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But Faith took his back, and she had him. So,
And I still got them. I go to my grave with all secrets.
oh yeah, them two are something. I mean, I listen to them talk sometime about how they used to throw food out the window when that fit something that they did not
I threw the food out the window.
That one next to you threw the food out the
I threw
window.
food out it was honestly, I don't eat cheese and eggs, and didn't know it was the smell. I love grits, but it was the smell of the cheese and eggs used to make me sick. And I used to smell the food and say, "I don't want this," and I used to throw it out the window.
See
And
that?
she used to see it. I'm thinking I'm getting it off the ledge, but she used to see it. But he took the blame for it.
Yeah. But Lord bless me with 2 natural children and a whole lot of other ones. And I thank God for all of y'all. And
Right. We thank God for you too.
y'all just keep me in your prayers. All right.
Definitely,
Love you
definitely.
all. All right, Michaela, your turn. Let's go.
Yo, I thought we was gonna talk about some other stuff, man. You got everybody just talking about me. I feel like this don't feel right or something.
You feeling Trumpish? Feeling like you're president?
Man, it's just like, man. I thought we was gonna discuss some issues or something.
Well,
Nah, I had to set you up for that, day. But I did want
to good, man.
Before we ended it, I did want to push voting for those that haven't voted yet. I wanted to give people out there.
We did. We voted.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get Michaela out this room.
Yeah, I did it yesterday.
Yeah, I actually went on myself Saturday morning. So I was supposed to pick tomorrow, but I went out there Saturday. I was mad because the one location I went to, they had no stickers.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I just wound up keeping my what is it, the yellow one, the fake ballot.
Oh yeah, okay.
I kept that for like a little souvenir, but I was mad I couldn't get no stickers.
Hey Faith, your video froze. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Marvin is froze.
Oh, there you go. It's good now. I see you now. It froze when Mommy got up.
Marvin.
Yeah, mine is froze. Mine is froze on my end, but we still live though. I'm looking at us on Facebook, so we good.
Oh, okay.
They're still feeding the Facebook live. But yeah, like you guys, I think it was 3 other states that started early voting today. Hawaii, Hawaii, Utah, and 1 other state. But if you got early voting in your state, let's get out there and vote. I see Jersey been able to vote since September?
We did came in the mail, and I didn't give it to the post office. I took it to Irvington, right in front of the police station.
Oh, okay.
You have to go up the stairs. It's not on the curb. You have to go up the stairs and put it in there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you got to
do that. We went yesterday. What'd you say, Ed?
I said in the state of California, they're setting up fake ballot boxes. So you got to watch out for those. And some of them in the news, they reportedly are setting them on fire.
Yeah, I seen that on the news today. They set it on fire.
So you got to be
crazy, man. It's crazy. That's why people need to get out. People need to get out and vote, man. We as black people, we need to get out and vote.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, we owe it to those that came before us. We owe it to the ones coming behind us. No matter who you voting for, no matter which way you voting, just get out and vote. Let your voice be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I try not to get all political and all that kind of stuff. But it bothers me sometimes when I hear people say that they don't vote or that they didn't vote. It's like, are you serious? That's like Shaq. I love Shaq. I was kind of disappointed when he said he voted for the first time. He was voting for the first time this go round. It's like, really, Shaq? I think he should have kept that to himself. And I understand. I guess he was trying to encourage some people or whatever, but nah, man, that means Barack Obama had 2 terms, and as a black man, you didn't go out and vote. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick, I lost a little respect for him back when he was doing all that kneeling, talking about he didn't vote. Dude, how you gonna lead a charge and you not voting? You do. I understand protesting and all, but you gotta put some actions behind that joint. But
absolutely.
But get out and vote. I'm off my soapbox. All right.
Nah, you're right though. I mean, and it's like you said, it's everybody's prerogative. Because I can admit, like I'm one of those people. I wasn't big into voting, but I made sure I was gonna vote this year. You know what I mean? For the simple fact, I do get it, and I do understand that what it all entails. And that's what I was gonna put on my post when I made the announcement yesterday. I actually did vote, but it ain't about me or what I believe. I realized, like, I did this for Roscoe Bennett, my grandfather who fought in World War II. You know what I mean? For all my ancestors that literally gave their lives.
Yes.
Congressmen that died, and not just not our past ancestors, but the ones to come.
Yeah, I mean, they as black people, we were so left out of the process of anything. All right, now you part of the process, or you got the ability to be part of the process, then you better go exercise your right and vote before they take it away from you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So anyway, that's my public service announcement for the day. Get out and vote.
We all did already. We did it.
All right.
Here comes the one and only Miss Michaela Marnay.
Hey, Michaela.
Hello, everyone. I have to make a grand entrance. How's everyone doing?
What's up, Keys?
I'm good. I just want to say, everyone know who I am. I'm the favorite niece, Michaela Marnay. Accent over the E, if you guys didn't already know. So I just want to say I love you all. You are all great.
She sound wonderful.
And have a blessed evening. I'm out.
That girl is too much right there. Too much.
That's your girl, Val.
That's my blood.
That's
Wait.
my,
That's not bad when she making that chicken Alfredo.
She talk about some chicken Alfredo. Aunt Val, when you making chicken Alfredo? You made that for her that day for her birthday. That's all she wants.
It's been a couple of years now. I can't hear. Oh. Okay. I got you. Look at
Crazy.
Yeah, man. But I want to thank all y'all for coming out tonight. Matter of fact, before we get off the whole voting thing, we got an important text that if you haven't voted yet, I'm gonna read it for you, and it came from a reliable source. I don't need to state who it came from, but just know that it's reliable. And the text says, a very reliable good friend of mine just finished poll training, and she texted me this: just finished poll managing training. I passed all the classes. I want you all to know something. If you are checking in at the polls and they happen to write anything on your ballot before they give it to you to put in the voting machine, a letter, a check mark, a star, an R or a D, or any writing of any kind, please request a new ballot.
That's
Your
right.
ballot could be disqualified if it
They
is
ain't
written
supposed-
on.
they ain't
Please be
supposed
on
to
the
put
lookout
on
for
the
this type
ballot.
of behavior. So again, as far as all the little gimmicks that they're gonna be doing out here to try to, manage those votes, like I said, if you see anything foul in your ballot, hey, ask for another one. That's your right. You know what I mean? Let me get something different. So if you haven't been to the polls yet, please be conscious of it and be aware of that to make sure that your ballot does not have any markings on it before you actually, cast your vote.
Okay. Good info. Good info.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I wanted to get that out there to the people, especially the ones that haven't voted yet, But please, please, if you haven't yet, exercise your right to vote. I would encourage you to please use the early registration. That way you're not in lines on November 3rd. Me personally, I would not trust any kind of mail-ins or anything else. Take it to somewhere where you actually put it in yourself and you see exactly where it's going, But just make sure you get out there and vote at the end of the day.
That's right.
Did you have anything you wanted to say in closing, Marv?
Man, I just want to say I love all of you. I thank you all, Marv. You got me on this one. I'm really not a person that's real easy to surprise because I think too much about stuff. I never saw this coming. I told Sherry, I was like, Marv want me to be on the show. Said we're gonna talk about voting and maybe some COVID stuff. And I come on and, the family's all here. So, man, I appreciate each and every one of you. Ev, Val, I love you guys to death. Ma, Faith, love you to death. Sherry Lynn, I love you to death. Michaela, love you to death. And Money Marv, you know I got you, bro. I love you, man.
No doubt, man. And I love you too, man. I love everybody on here, man. And tonight I want to close the show out. Quite sure anybody that watched last week, I was doing search. Before I get to that though, shout out to Joey. Like Joey, for some reason, guys, y'all forgive me for the technical difficulties on Facebook. It look like we still going, and we are still going. People can still see us on Facebook. We're here where I am. My Zoom is locked up, and I tried to let Joey in because Joey was coming on with us, but it's not letting her in, and my Zoom is still spinning. But the people are saying, the viewers are saying that they can still hear me and they can still see all of us in our conversation. So I want to thank Joey, and Joey, happy early birthday. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to have you on tonight too, because you're another October birthday. Happy early born day to Mike as well.
Yep.
But in closing, what I wanted to do was last week I did the show my obituary where I said, instead of I'm like Mar, and I guess I get another. That's one of the other things that I get from him. I'm not big on people praising me or giving me good words and all that there. And I'm trying to get better at that because I feel like, why should you have to wait till you're dead? You know what I mean? It don't hurt to let people know or you to actually hear it, because sometimes it might actually make a difference in your day when in your day when on your bad days to hear what you mean to somebody else. Like a lot of times you mean something to so many people that you have no idea. I can't even count the many times that somebody done told me words. And I'm like, I never even know you seen me a day in your life, but you telling me, I had an influence on you. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the love, man. I appreciate all the love that you guys gave me on Facebook this week, all the calls, all the texts, you know what I mean, the cash apps, all the donations. I appreciate those too. I don't take them lightly. I appreciate you guys. But last week when I did the obituary, I highlighted everybody that was not everybody, but just about everybody that was important in my life. But I purposely left one out because I wanted to close the show out with him tonight. And because I knew I was going to be giving Mar his roses, I wanted to give this man his roses because without him, there is no me. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? I almost feel like Jay-Z sometimes. Pop shot to get a nut and he got one. Like he really got a nut this time. And I appreciate you, Dad. I appreciate the man that you are. I appreciate our relationship. Like we didn't always see eye to eye, but you showed me exactly what a father should be. And I love you unconditionally, man. You show me every day what it's like to, when I think of you, I think of perseverance, never giving up. You just show us every day how to be a good husband, how to be a good father, how to be a good friend, how to be a good brother. And if I could be just half the man that you are, man, listen, I'll be happy when I get to heaven on that day, because you mean everything to me, man. I genuinely love you, man. I'm sorry for all the heartaches I ever caused you, and those battles that we've been through. But know that I appreciate you and I treasure you. I love you more than anything in this world. Next to my boys, but I love you and I thank you for who you are. You said something at Bishop's service that rings true to you. And you said, there's no man or no woman that you can find to say anything bad about them. And when I think of you, I think the same way. Other than maybe a few passengers that you might have left in Atlantic City when you were driving buses because they wasn't where they should have been when they should have been there.
Yeah.
But other than that, no one has anything to say about you, man. So big up, Pops. I love you. I thank God for you. I thank God for all you guys. Know that I love you guys. All you viewers, I love you guys too. And until next week, DeAndre and Elisha, know that Daddy loves you intentionally, but I also love you unconditionally. Peace.
Peace, love you guys. I'm
Guys.
out.
One.
Alrighty.
Look at Faith. I see you, Faith.
I see you too, Lamar. Wish Sherry at work for the night. Okay, I guess Wincy off too.